Warming up, testing, got it. Thank you. Good morning, good beautiful morning. What a great day to be out here. Thank you for all being here. I'm Gabe Bolus, President and CEO of KUB. I want to say thank you for being here. It's great to celebrate. I was telling the mayor earlier, I love celebrating things with her, and so we do this quite often together, and it's a good thing to be doing. So appreciate her support, and I'll talk more about the program here in a second. KUB for a long time, in the last decade, has been looking for ways to support our customers by lowering their utility bills. We understand that that the utility bills can be expensive, and we want to find ways to make their homes more efficient, more reasonable, but also make the bill go down as we speak. So we've been doing this since 2015. We're partnering with the city of Knoxville and other folks, THDA, to do our Knoxville Extreme Energy Makeover. That was a wonderful program. It's so good that THDA then funded Home Uplift. And so we've been able to have that program sustained for the last almost decade now, weatherizing homes throughout Knoxville and the Knoxville community. Glad to say that our partnership with those folks has been really, really great. And now we have new partners to introduce today that I'm so excited to be with today. When I say, the goal is to ultimately reduce the utility bill of our customers, but also make their homes much, much more affordable, much more efficient, just much more livable. The benefits are tremendous. Health, welfare, those things are the biggest things I find that are most important to the customers. I also want to say that once we roll out this new program here at this location, we'll now have weatherized 2,800 homes in the area. 2,800 homes impacted by that. If you compare us to anybody else in the valley, we're way ahead of everybody else. And I'm so excited about that. And our goal by 2030, which is only 6 years away, is to have 4,500 homes weatherized. So we're being aggressive in this space. We want to help our customers. We want to make sure the folks are living in a great place. They're comfortable, they're paying a lower utility bill, and everything's great for that. The positive impact of this is tremendous. I've mentioned it before, quality of life. Things like that are very important to folks. You get to see later on a home that's been done. It's wonderfully upgraded. Renee's going to give us a tour later on. I appreciate that so much. But we want to be a leader in this area, and so we continue to look for ways to find partners. And I can't say enough to our folks at ICAST, which I'll introduce in a minute, THDA, Table Rock. Those are partners we look forward to be working with in the future. And this is just the first of many projects that they're going to do with us. So thank you for that. I want to also thank our folks at CAC. They've been a partner for many, many years. I don't know if there's anybody here, but they've been a great partner for years. Okay, great. Thank you for your partnership for many years. You've been doing this way before we have. And thank you for that. So I want to say appreciate that a lot. Looking forward to the rest of this morning. Looking forward to your questions later on. But I want to introduce somebody from ICAST, and I don't want to butcher your name, but Amavi Clement.
Yes.
Amavi Clement, appreciate you a lot. Thank you very much for being here.
You. Thanks. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Amavi Clement. I work for ICAST as one of the business development managers here in Tennessee. I'd like to thank Mayor Kincannon and the City of Knoxville for putting this event together. I would also like to thank Knoxville Utilities Board, Knoxville County Community Action, Tennessee Valley Authority, and Knoxville County Community Development for being here today. ICAST is a nonprofit organization that focuses on improving energy efficiency and reducing carbon emissions in multifamily affordable housing. We work nationwide installing upgrades in approximately 30,000 apartments each year. Among the improvements that benefit residents include measures such as HVAC upgrades, domestic hot water improvements, water conservation, insulation, efficient lighting, and air sealing. We began working in Tennessee just about a year ago through the Weatherization Assistance Program administered by THDA and funded by the Department of Energy. Through this program, we have already identified over 75 properties here in Tennessee we feel can benefit from the upgrades. Summercrest is the first project we completed in Tennessee. Some of the upgrades we installed include new HVAC systems, attic insulation, water conservation measures, air sealing, new carbon dioxide and smoke detectors. Not only will these measures reduce energy consumption and carbon emissions, but they'll create a healthier environment for the residents and hopefully improve their quality of life. I'd like to thank Table Rock Capital, the staff at Summercrest, the City of Knoxville, THDA, and the contractors who worked on this project and for making our first project in Tennessee a great success and working with us to make much needed improvements for the residents of Summercrest. Thank you, and now I'd like to bring the asset manager, Scott.
Thank you, Amavi. Good morning. My name is Scott Haycock. I am a senior asset manager for Table Rock Capital. We are a multifamily group that has approximately 48 to 50 properties throughout the United States with a high concentration of sites in Tennessee. On behalf of my entire team at Table Rock, we would like to thank the United States Department of Energy, the Weatherization Assistance Program, Tennessee Housing and Development Agency, the Knoxville Utilities Board. We'd also like to thank the entire team at ICAST, especially Amavi, for the wonderful work that he's done to push this project through. We're likewise grateful for the residents of the Summercrest Apartments for putting up and being patient through this process. We know it's been challenging. We're grateful to them. We're thankful for the Cornerstone team who manages the property for us. I think together we've gone a long way to reduce the energy bills for the residents, which will be beneficial. You know, one of the main challenges of affordable living, affordable housing is how to maintain the property while expenses are at an all-time high. Several of our residents, and I'm sure we can all feel that our dollars just aren't going as far as they used to a few years ago. Multifamily is experiencing the same challenges. With the help of WAP and ICAST, Summercrest has been able to install energy-saving systems that will lower expenses and ultimately reduce the energy usage to help condition these units. Partnerships with ICAST and with the Weatherization Assistance Program will help ensure the continued success for multifamily living here in the greater Knoxville area. We're grateful for all the work that ICAST has done. We look forward to additional opportunities to work with them throughout the Knoxville area. And we are happy to be a part of this and happy to be the first one in Knoxville. Thank you to everyone. I'll introduce Mayor Kincannon.
Thank you so much, Scott. It's the first one in Knoxville, but not the last one, right? We know that there's another investment coming at your property just a little ways down this road, and we welcome more weatherization projects for multifamily properties throughout our community. This is a huge win for the people who live here, and it's a huge win for housing affordability. So thank you, and I'm just going to share a few comments because one of the best things about this project is that sometimes people think that sustainability and efforts on climate change are not consistent with pocketbook issues, but you can help save the planet and save money. And that's what the City of Knoxville's goals are: reduce our carbon footprint and do so in a way that's aligned with efficiency and good investments and housing affordability. As you all know, our housing issues, housing crisis is one of the biggest issues facing our community. And when you talk to people who are struggling, they talk about rent. They talk about also their food bills, their power bills, their gas bills. And so the fact that this effort is helping people, their rent stays the same. And I just talked to Renee and Kevin, who are residents here. Where'd you go? Are you here? There you are. These improvements have already been in place for a little bit, and they told me that their KUB bill is down $30 a month or more. So in addition to saving money, you're more comfortable in your home, which is a huge important thing. You can, just like I live in a 100-year-old home, and before we did some weatherization and improvements in our home, there'd be the kitchen was the coldest room in the house. You know, there were holes in the floors. When we did the improvements, we realized there was like zero insulation. The pipes would be in danger of freezing. And then after those improvements, the kitchen was the warmest room in the house, and all the rooms were consistently warm or cool, depending on the needs. And that's what Renee and Kevin said that they're experiencing here in Summercrest now, thanks to this weatherization effort. So that's the goal, and it has been achieved here at Summercrest. So congratulations to everybody who has been part of this. It was just over a decade ago we launched the Smarter Cities Partnership, and we had an ambition to bring weatherization to multifamily, but it's tricky because the benefits go to the people paying the power bill, the reduced cost, but the investment goes to the property owner. So it wasn't until the investment of our federal government through the Inflation Reduction Act and the bipartisan infrastructure law that the federal government has made this possible. So I want to give a shout out to the Department of Energy and the Biden administration for investing in the people of Knoxville to make housing affordability a reality. Thank you. I know he wanted to be here, but I know that we are in City Councilman Charlie Thomas's district, and this is something that's very important to him, and I want to thank him for supporting all of our sustainability efforts, and the city as a whole and City Council and community partners are very committed to being a national leader in sustainability. So weatherization and energy efficiency efforts play an important role in achieving our goal of reducing emissions by 80% by 2050. My Climate Council specifically identified the need for programs focused on improving the energy efficiency of multifamily homes. So weatherization falls right into line with this. It's about sustainability. It's about naturally occurring affordable housing. We need more housing, but we want to preserve the affordability of the existing housing. And the ICAST program is making this possible. So we're very grateful for ICAST because you bring the expertise and wherewithal and getting it done. And want to thank the investors, Table Rock Capital. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without the hard work and commitment of KUB, because everybody needs power. That's why it's a public, and it's important that we do what we can to make sure that access to essential things like electricity and internet and gas and power is affordable to everybody in our community. So thank you very much, and congratulations. And are we taking questions from people? I don't know. Take a tour? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use this, but
Okay.
just so you guys can hear me. But we're going to do a quick tour